Back when my kids were really young, my mom and dad would babysit for my children whenever we were in town. And at the time, my oldest daughter was maybe 5 or 6 years old, but she had really long, straight black hair, went almost all the way down her back. And while we were out one time while my parents were babysitting, my mom thought it would be a good idea to give my daughter a haircut. And so she cut my daughter's hair in the back, she cut her bangs, and yes, her hairstyle looked a little bit like Moe from the Three Stooges. But when we came home and realized what had happened, I was thinking, well, free haircut and, hair grows back. My wife had a slightly different attitude. Suffice to say, that event caused some conflict between daughter-in-law, mother-in-law, but also between my wife and I. But here's my point. Conflict in this life is inevitable. And it might be between parents, between husband and wife, children, your employer, employee, but we have to deal with conflict in this life all the time. Now, the key is, how do you work through conflict in a way that is healthy, in a way that can best promote harmony and hopefully reconciliation? Well, this Sunday, we're going to build from what we looked at last Sunday. In fact, we're going to look at some of the same characters that we did last time, but specifically, we're going to be looking at it through the lens of conflict resolution. How do you deal with conflict in your life in such a way that it doesn't wreck your relationships, that it doesn't leave you bitter and all torn up inside, but instead working through it in a way that honors God, in a way that allows love and forgiveness, and again, hopefully reconciliation. The Bible says in the book of Romans that we're to be at peace with all people if possible. So I just really want to encourage you to come this Sunday so that together we can learn what the Bible says about how to work through conflict in such a way that God will be glorified, and we will also be in the best position to see peace and harmony in our lives, in our relationships. So it will be so great to see you Sunday. Come to the Vineyard, bring a friend.